What up, world? It's your boy Big Seven. I am back with another one. I hope everybody is still doing the things they need to do to get their life together. I hope they're doing the shadow work. Hope you guys are doing praying. I hope you guys are loving each other. It's truly been a minute since I've been on here. I've been so blessed. You know, the last what was it? Live that we did, it was amazing. Got to talk to a couple new faces on there. I mean, a lot of the regulars. I love you guys, man. You guys stay rocking with your boy, man. It's been a minute, but I'm so thankful for all of you guys. So I'm praying. I did a prayer the other day. I hope you guys got to look at it. If you didn't, go catch the prayer. I'm gonna try to pop in and pop out a little bit and try to keep doing prayers for you guys because I want you guys to stay blessed. I want you guys to get your blessings. So I not only thank you guys, but I hope you guys are still doing the work. That is the best thing we can do, is the work, the shadow work, the praying, the steps to get to where we're trying to get to in life. And just being a good person overall, taking care of our kids, our loved ones, and the people that are connected to us and we're responsible for. So, um, without further ado, let's get to it, guys. You are in a new atmosphere in life. Your whole life has changed. Um, you're a different person. You're a different soul. God has changed your values. God has changed your wants, your needs, and everything. The people that came up against you from the past are still stuck in the same spot, mourning the old you. They are still wishing in their head that something will happen that will get them back to where they was with you. They miss what they had with you. They don't know what to do. Living life and praying for the past. They're stuck heavily in their head in the past because the past is their glory time when they had you. Because today is clearly a new time. I think a couple years ago I told you God is putting the people that were on the bottom on the top today. God is changing the narrative and changing his people from the bottom to the top. So today you're starting to see a change in the atmosphere. A lot of good people are starting to rise ahead because God is simply mad and tired of good people being overlooked, all of his children being overlooked, all of the people that are here, sent here to work for him, being overlooked. You are one of his childs or his children. And he's seen what you had to face, all of the things that you had to face at the hand of the enemy. And he wants to put you on the top. So as long as you're following the steps, doing the shadow work, loving yourself, praying, reading, and doing all that you can do to get to where you need to in life, God is going to continue to add to you your blessings that you're owed. God has blessings for each one of us, and he wants to give them to us, but you have to do your part as well. And your part is living how you're supposed to here on this earth and helping one another to get to those things that God has for us. So the past is stuck in delusion. See, they didn't prepare for this. They didn't prepare for this time where you would be ahead. See, they thought they could control the narrative forever. They thought life was going to be on easy mode for them forever, but life was on easy mode because you were here. You were in their life, so life was on easy mode. But they had so big of an ego that they thought they were the one making life easy. They thought that their energy was your energy. So they walked around head held high because they thought they were doing everything that you really, really were doing. So now they're lost because they didn't prepare for a time like this. They're still stuck wondering what's going to happen because they didn't prepare for this. They didn't prepare for you to not speak to them. They didn't prepare for you to forge ahead and start doing what was best for your life and getting on track for you. They didn't prepare for that. So they're stuck back in the past, still believing that something's going to turn around in their favor by doing the same things. See, when you came into their life, you guys were supposed to work together and change each other's lives around. You guys were dealing with partners that weren't so great in you guys' lives. But the problem that happened with them is they turned into all of those partners that weren't great in their lives. Instead of getting on the bandwagon and listening to God and connecting with you how they were supposed to, so you guys can connect and do great things in the world and help others, they stayed stuck in their head, which made them and forced them to think that they were better than you. So everything they started to do was to control the narrative, control everything that surrounded you. They wanted you to look bad because they felt like when you came into their life, they thought in their head that you would elevate who they were. They thought, and you did, but they thought that they would be talked about in a different light rather than you in them. See, they didn't want nobody to see you. They wanted people to look at them as if they was better because they got you. Not you guys were both good. They didn't care about you. So they wanted to just look good for having you. So when they showed you off, it was like, oh, they get all of the credit. They were this and they were that. But what started to happen is people seeing how good your heart was. People seeing how pure you was. People wanted to connect to you more than they wanted to connect to them, whether it was their family or their friends, whether it was people you guys both knew together. So they couldn't stand that people were so invested in you as well in the relationship. So now they are stuck because they tried to destroy you because of that. They had no love for you. All they wanted was to look good off of your back because they can see and feel the pure energy when they got with you. They knew you were a great person, but they tried to damage your reputation so no one would see you as a good person because they wanted to be looked at in the light that you were looked at already. And you didn't come in to be looked at in any type of light. You just came in to do your part. But doing your part was something that attracted everything, which hurt them because they didn't know that you were going to come in and attract everything just by being you. That's what I tell people. When you're chosen, it takes very little energy to attract everybody. You don't have to do much to attract everybody. Everybody will attract to you. Everybody will be behind you. Everybody will love you. Everybody will want something with you or from you because you're attractive. Your aura is attractive. The love that you give out is attractive. The way you walk, talk, speak, and all that is attractive because God is behind all of it. And everything you do, God has put his spin and touch on everything. So you feel even better doing the same thing that anybody else does. They didn't like that. You give advice, it's simply gold because God has put his touch on you. You know, you try to help others, it's simply gold because God has put his touch on you. They couldn't stand that. They couldn't live with that. So right now, they're trying to figure out a way to move forward and forget about what they did, how they handled things with you. But it's hard to forget about because they still haven't allowed themselves to move forward from you. So in order to really grow, they need to move forward from you, but they haven't purged themselves of you. And you probably still can feel their energy because they're still tugging on you, trying to live within your aura, trying to live within your energy, trying to live within who you were. That's one thing I always told people. When people connect to you, it's hard to get you off of them because if they know they've hurt you, they know they've hurt a good person. They know they hurt a person that's truly connected to God, without a question. So it's going to stick with them. It's going to stay with them. And it's going to play tricks on their mind because they're going to feel like they actually tried to destroy God by hurting you. And this is what's happening to a lot of people that came up against you, came up against others. This is what's going on. Those people are going through it because they don't know how to move forward, because what they did is haunting them. They have to live with that for the rest of their life, and they have to live with the fact that they will never find nothing better. And to have to compare you to have to compare who they get with you, which they continuously do, is hard for them because they know that anybody that they encounter is not going to be even half of what you were. That's what's affecting them in such a negative way. So they sit back and some of them, they cry. You know, some of them are hurt because they simply don't know where their life is going. They did all of this damage to their lives behind the scenes after getting rid of you or discarding you, that now they're stuck within all of the things they did, all of the lies they told, never connecting with somebody else. And if they did, it's not somebody that's going to really be, a great person in their life and give them the game and show them the ropes to moving forward. It's people that's enabling their bad behavior. So this is who they're able to attract because they're not looking to fully get better. They're looking to stay teeter-totter the edge to try to get what they think they want. So there's no true growth in their life. They're simply trying to live like they are already, be the horrible person that they've been, but reap the benefits of a earth angel, reap the benefits of somebody who's actually on cue, who's actually on their money, who's actually doing what they need to do to get it right. They're trying to reap those same type of benefits. So what's hurting them is you can't reap benefits that you don't deserve. And that's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to fake it till they make it. And you can't fake it with God. God sees your every move. God sees your every step. So faking it is never going to get you anywhere. So right now they're stuck because God's not letting them fake it. And when they were with you, they were able to fake it because God was simply carrying the relationship based off of your actions, not theirs, yours. That's why God had to remove you, because as long as you were there, God was going to have to bless you with them there. So God held a lot of things back because he didn't want you to get what you have, or get what you deserve and be attached to them and have them destroy it. He wanted you to get what you deserve when you're by yourself and in a sane mind, and able to think clearly and do what you need to do with whatever blessing that he gives to you. And with them, you couldn't do that because they were controlling you in the narrative. Now they can't control the narrative because they don't know what you're doing. They don't know how your life is. They don't know how new things are. They don't know how to come to you. So right now, they're strictly just living off of fumes. They're basically living off of telling themselves that things are going to be all right when they know it's not, because they haven't made the actions to make things all right. They're still sitting in the same turmoil, the same mindset that they had when things messed up between you guys. So they're hurting because they're not thinking of true growth. They're not thinking of true love. They're not thinking of doing anything that would elevate them or make them a better person in the eyes of the Lord. So they're basically stuck in their wrongdoing because they won't leave the wrong alone. They won't apologize for their actions. They won't do the things necessary to get results. So they'll continue to live resultless in a mindset of turmoil because they don't know how to get results. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to carry themselves. Everything that they were able to do when they was with you, they learned from you. They mimicked you. They copied you to be able to do it. But you're the original, so you can't be played with. And then they gave up so easy on the situation that they didn't learn enough from you to even take with them. So I tell you guys, it's not looking good for them until they really change. And God is trying to help them to really change. So we don't wish bad on anybody, but we don't need them in our energy. So God is going to protect you by not allowing them to get into your energy or get into your space. But he really is trying to help them get back on track and get back in a mindset where they can grow. But it's not working because they don't want true growth, because they're not willing to do the hard things. Apologize to you. Stop living the life out here in the streets, battling, arguing, lying. Stop living that life. God is trying to tell them, get it together. But they're still stuck in their ways, which connects them to everything I just said. Lying, stealing, being a pain in your thigh. So guys, we gotta do the shadow work ourselves, and we gotta continue to move in the right direction, right? And we gotta love one another and do what we need to do to get where we're trying to get to, because that's what God is calling us to do. I always try to tell people, if you stick to the right plan, you will get to where you're trying to get to. But people do so many things that are damaging to the plan, but pretend that they're still on the plan. that they never receive the things they could have received if they would have stuck to the plan. People want to live their life with their own spin on things, but receive the same results as someone who's living the correct and right way for God. That's your people in the past. They want to live however they want to live life, but they want the same results as someone that's living the right way. So your person right now doesn't know how to live, how to feel, how to think, because they don't know how to change, and they don't want to change, but they want the results of change. So guys, that's what I tell you. Just live your life, move forward. Don't worry about anything from the past. There's nothing back there. We're not looking back. Every time I get messages from God, he shows me a little bit of the past, but he shows me where my life is going to elevate to. If I keep the course, I stay the course, because he knows I'm going to stay the course. So you could be the same. That's what I tell everybody every day. You can be the same. Start loving you. Start doing what you're supposed to in life, and see where your life elevates and gets to. And don't halfway do it. Do everything that you need to do, and don't pretend that you are doing it. Do everything you need to do, and watch your life start flourishing. I guarantee it. Because God's going to be behind every move. God's going to love you like he's supposed to. He's going to continue to send who you need in your life. He's going to continue to be right by your side. He's going to continue to send you the correct amount of money. He's going to continue to do the things in your life that you need done in your life to survive. So, I say, take in everything you need to take in. Over here a little tired, but take in everything you need to take in. Do the prayer, do the shadow work, do the steps. If you need help on these things, I do offer the counseling. I do also offer life coaching. If people want me to show them how to simply get on track with living this life. That's what I do in my life coaching. I show you how to get on track. We come up with a number of steps to get you on track and back to where you want to be or where you need to be within God. I also hand out scriptures if need be for you to go by, to follow throughout your life to get back to where you need to be at in Christ. The counseling, I listen to you and hear you out and see where you want to go in life, and we come up with steps, or we come up with a plan, or I just simply listen to you and hear you out and see what you want to do with your life, and we'll come up with plans and steps each and every time we speak to get to where we need to get to. I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction, trust me. So if you need the life coaching, hit me on that. That's a little more than counseling. You need the counseling, hit me on that. You can find me on Facebook. Like I said, I do everything on Facebook. Give me a message. Send me a message. We'll discuss everything on Facebook, and we'll go from there. My Facebook is Roswell. It's ROZZWELL. Look me up. I got a red shirt. I got about 2 pictures. I don't use it for much but that. For my business. So that's why you won't see much on there. Okay? So hit me up if you need any of my services. Continue to do the shadow work. Please continue to pray for your loved ones. Continue to love yourself. Mainly need to love yourself so you can spread out all of the love to others. So you got to love you first to be able to do that. So love yourself the best you can. and pray for God to help you with that love of yourself. And once you start getting strong in loving yourself, you'll be able to distribute love to everybody that you need to. So love yourself. Throw something in the Cash App if you can, if it's on your heart, if you want to. That's all. If you don't want to, we're good still. Still love you, still praying for you, still here for you. Like, comment, subscribe on the page. It helps the algorithm. You guys continue to live the best as you can. Continue to pray. Continue to do what you need to do to get closer to God. And continue to live as best as you can. This has been another good one. It's your boy 7. And I am gone.